Alright, we're gaming. How you guys doing? I think, assuming there's going to be stuff to heal on Mythic, I think I'm actually able to play Mistweaver today
Okay, message me.
instead of Windwalker. I like Windwalker, but I haven't retested as Mistweaver like at all, so. Our healer's Strover. Uh, it's not looking as fun as I would like it to be, but. Oh, Windwalker UI guide for Mistweaver. A War Within UI guide? I might do like a UI breakdown type of thing, yeah. Shekels, thank you for the 18 months. I appreciate it. Hey, Chris. Hey, Carlos. Zil, Chalupa. Yeah, if there's less healers, you'll definitely have an easier time getting in, but... are you gonna have fun? You know? Well, we'll find out when we get there, but I'm not really holding my breath on it. I want to wait, though, what a day, because I think I might swap to sell. I know I was saying that I didn't really have a reason to, but I may now with the Chi Harmony change that Mistweaver got. Shower, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. How's it going? I know a lot of people have been really liking it. The thing that it's like I hate doing UI stuff. So I'm like, oh, it's not giving me problems. So I don't really have a reason to redo it. Voodoo's UI is so terrible though. This is Nimble Hopebreaker's Rapier. Rapier. I don't know how to say that actually.
Teleports up.
That's it. Yeah, if there's any time to do it, it's now. Hey Seth, you here for a Vonker gameplay? I tried to get that name on Ice Crown, which is my main server, and it was already taken. It was crazy. I don't really have any plans to play Evoker ever, though, so it's okay. I do have Blastoise now, though. No, we're still playing Yulon. I'm trying this build. We have this little guy, though. It might be a little rough for a second, though, because I have not played Mistweaver at all for testing. I made it a mage, because I'm thinking, like, Fire Blast, even though I know that it's a water Pokemon, you got Frost there, too. It would also probably work for a Shaman. No, our two-hander and our one-hander plus offhand is normalized, so whichever one is more int and better stats. Hey, Danny. I appreciate the lurk. Have a good time at work. Thank you. I don't even know what gear I have on, actually, for Monk, for Mistweaver.
Groups, if you could just groups 1 and 2, you're going to go to orange when you see a person with a big circle around them. Type 1 in chat if you've never done this fight before, like you have no idea what's going on. Alright, everybody's done it. Okay, yeah, so 1 and 2, just soak at the back when the person gets the circle. Remember, you get pulled in.
I don't have Soothing Mist on my bars.
We're kind of keeping like green, purple, like this box here, this area, kind of like our safe space.
I have to make a mouse server for it, right?
We just hold back and just let the ads come.
Because I don't have voodoo.
And then Sliz, if you could put down a gate once we know where the boss is going to be.
I don't know if I use it, but...
We get raid buffs. Majestus, you can do pull timer. You can pull the boss.
Okay.
So groups 1 and 2 soak the first big thing. 3 and 4 will be the second one. get hit by these.
Both things are stunned.
Make sure you have webbing kind of in your green circle if you have
Oh
one.
wait, I don't have lighter than arrow on right now.
Orange. No, this one's okay.
I don't remember where the damage is on
If
this
whoever
fight.
gets the circle, you're gonna get a big circle. You're gonna go to orange back of the board. Groups 1 and 2, soak that. Not get pulled into the boss. Res Magistus.
Damn, he did. I keep trying to right click to Soothing Mist, or to Renewing Mist. Oh. I think that some people have been playing it,
To the back,
but I have not tried.
Orange. 3 and 4 in the back.
This is the first day I've done mistweaver testing. I've been Windwalker for all the others, and I might end up going Windwalker
Don't get
again.
knocked off, and then once the intermission starts, let's kind of be near.
I kind of just wanted to
circle,
see how
and
it
we'll just kind
felt.
of move as a group, dodging the portals.
I hadn't done it at all, so I wanted to see a little bit.
Boss will be over there then. Move, just never assume you're safe. Move extra if needed. Kill the ads as they spawn here.
Oh, okay. They remove Essence Font? Yes, it is gone.
And if we could get a gate
Brandy's
where the
good.
boss is.
She's down 2 more
Don't have it
pounds.
land right on top of it.
How you doing, Tofu? You gonna auto mouse over in settings? Probably. I just haven't messed with it.
You don't want to feed just
So I just did what I knew. It was never in the game. It was in the game once every expansion. About.
Everyone should be picking up food.
Yeah, she's downstairs. I do have a dog cam, but it is.
Kind of move up a tad
I'm
bit
so
after
glad that
the
she's getting more
gate.
popular because I love her music and I want her to succeed, but also because people are covering her songs. I like hearing the different versions. I love song covers. Hey Nick, how's it
You're
going?
hitting the boss. He's taking 99.
Yeah, you can play GG.
Yeah. So once you feed, you should be going back and
I
helping
might
the
swap
fight
to it
right now,
later
but
for
your
different bosses.
Goal basically is to help end this as fast as possible because we're taking a lot of damage.
Brandy is also getting more popular, to be fair.
Ideally, everyone grabs one and everyone feeds him once and it's done.
Problem is when we have people dead and stuff, and then or people don't do it at all, becomes a problem.
Do we want to send someone who can clear webs, like a little safe area for melee, like early to go clear the shit with? Like,
She played here in October of last year, and I regret not going.
What part of the phase do you want to do this?
So
Like, about phase 1 or intermission?
Intermission, when he pops up and the rest of us are staying back to finish killing off all the ads, if you maybe have someone go ahead and clear a little safe spot. Maybe.
Yeah, he does spawn like more webs now, so even if you like pre-place a gate, it's likely that it's all just gonna get blocked off.
It feels fine. Clouded Focus is deleted, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. We still use Soothing Mist, but it's less of like a Soothing Mist in a one-person type of thing, and more you're just using it for the instant cast on Enveloping during your Yulon. So you're still using it, but it's not as cringe as Clouded Focus was.
It's covered with the ads, and the boss will always end the phase on the opposite
Hey
side.
Zachary, how's it going?
So we kind of know where the gate
Hey
needs
Vibes.
to be placed, and then also
Where's GG? I wanted to use Yulon first because I haven't done any testing as healer. I've done it all pretty much as Windwalker.
Turtles or whatever.
Right now I have Yulon and Rising Mist, But I want to try Chuji with all like the Phaline stuff. What's the other bosses today? We're not going to run
Like,
into
pretty
teachings,
much
but
same
I
as the
want to
same
try
as
it for
before, just with,
funsies.
like maybe just a few numbers have been adjusted, but more or less the same. Biggest goal is just in the intermission, just make sure
Silkran?
you're
Oh.
dodging.
Holy
the
shit, we've
portal,
tested
like,
this
charge
boss
line
like
right
5
across the
times at
board,
this
like,
point. I'll try
kinda
Chuji
like
there.
the vault
I'll
with,
try Chuji on the next
Razaketh,
one.
right? Like you just really make sure you're safe.
They nerfed here? Yeah. You got kicked out of your guild because of that?
Mage
The
buff.
Honestly, that's a dodge. That's good.
Try not to get hit by those either. Sure, webbing is in your green circle. You want to have that clear runway to orange.
Oh.
For groups 1 and 2, we're gonna soak this. I see tanks don't need to if they can't. Whatever. Go to the back, 1 and 2.
No, this is just what the guy looks like. I don't know if I need to get out of those. I don't remember.
3 and 4 in the back.
They nerfed that, I
Then
think.
we have the intermission. And we're gonna start at circle. Don't get knocked off here. Just pay attention to the portals opening with the charge lines.
Ooh, why did he do that twice?
Bad got. I didn't realize there was
That's
a second
weird.
knock there.
Gonna be where we are.
Yeah, boss can be where we're at. So you probably want to move a little bit because of the fear thing.
Let's go this way together.
If you're watch out, portal kind of on top of us.
This guy is threat, yeah.
It's just wipe with half the rate dead, so just going in.
I think dance is pretty beans. I think we have a lot better options now. Yeah, I thought it was. I had to read it like 4 times and I still got it wrong. I thought that they were saying that they wanted Cocoon to be about the same strength as it was in Dragonflight, like of the expansion we're coming out of. And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. And then someone's like, I think it was Swirly is like, no, I think that they want it to be as strong as it is after they nerfed it as it is in Dragonflight right now. And I'm like, gross, cringe, disgusting. I hate it.
Mage buff, please. Thank you.
Get mage food, please.
I'm looking. There it is.
They just need to give it a DR. Like the fact that it's, I mean, it's good for DPS, right? Like Cocoon was, whoa. The problem with Cocoon was that it was so strong for like healers and for DPS as an external,
Webbing.
but then you gave it to a tank and it was like, it was all right, right? Ah, shit. Like you could use it for tanks.
Clear
It
out
still
towards
wasn't the,
orange
you know,
with
the
green
best though.
circles.
But now you can't use it on tanks at all, and it's still good for DPS.
Groups 1 and 2 are
But you
gonna
can't use
soak
it on your
back,
tank.
whoever gets it.
And that's the problem. I'm actually just gonna do this there.
This.
It just needs something. It's like, I think it's just, they just need to give it a DR. I didn't
Resin.
see that, but can I transcend? Well, I don't know where it is. I'd go right back into another one.
Three and 4 in the back.
Hey, Pi, how's it going?
Okay, don't get knocked off.
If it honestly, look, I've been saying this since like BFA even. If they made it scale off of your
What's up,
target's
Matt,
health,
goddamn?
that would just like fix the problem. Make it X%
Down
of
there,
your target's
circle.
health instead of the caster's health.
Same plan. Just go to this side.
And
The
then,
same
you
side
know,
as
if
the
we have
zombies
another
did.
fight like Sun King or Anduin or whatever, where we have to heal an NPC, cap it to a certain million,
Near us, watch
up
out.
to X million, where it wouldn't prevent tanks from getting full value, but it would not let you do like
On
weird
top of
stuff
us,
in
back a bit.
specific encounters with NPC healing. I feel like it's such an
Right on
easy,
top of us.
obvious
Move,
fix.
move, move.
And yeah, I don't know.
Kill the ads.
Yeah, they could take like the
They help clear out some of the webbing near us.
they could take the thing from Nourishing Chi that was not so good. And then just make that a
Take
DR
stuff.
after it breaks and whoops. Alright. After it
Probably
breaks,
focus on
instead of
healing our mid
a
and
healing
then
increase, just
worry
give it a
about healing
DR.
a second time.
These are kind of hard to see. I cannot Transcendence.
Did the chunks always do damage to you from holding them?
Yeah, but not as much as they are right now.
It was negligible on like heroic.
Let's bring the boss across the room. I feel like it's like empty over there.
There was a lot of solutions that they could have gone with, and they went
I was
with
thinking
the
like
worst
pinging
one.
over there. Like that's a safe spot to go to the back of the room. I didn't mean being the boss there. Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Just play in the middle.
Yeah, just kind of adapt a bit. Remember groups 1 and 2. Just kind of go, farish with it. One and 2, get in that, go a bit so people don't get pulled in. Do we have a res?
I saw the Survival Hunter stuff going crazy.
Be the tank when it's up.
They could have just nerfed Calming. Yeah. Like they had like 6 different options and then they went, okay. I can't see these things. They had so many options and then they just picked the bad ones.
Just make sure you have webbing in your circle if you can. 3 and 4 being this.
I feel like every set of changes that we
Where's the
get,
tank here when it's up?
specifically with healers, I feel like it's much more obvious that we need separate scaling between keys and raid. I think tanks maybe suffer from that a little bit as well, but I think
Just
healers
mission.
definitely get
Don't
the short
knocked
end of the
off,
stick
don't
with
be near
that.
the edge, like favor the middle a
I
bit.
think it's gonna be from the center. That'd be weird. Oh yeah, okay.
So he always jumps to the center, yeah?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Cool.
This fight's a lot more fun to DPS.
It's gonna spawn there.
Do these web people too? Oh no, that's where the
There's the
bugs come
jump.
from. I don't like not having lighter than air on this fight.
Right on top of us.
Not having to raid would be such an insane quality of life change.
My feed button or the macro isn't working. Anyone know why?
Is
have
this
to be a
guy
bit
still gonna
closer.
melee me?
It's like an 8
He
yard
used to just
range,
melee
so
people
it should
if
have
you
a
got
bigger
too
range.
close. I'm playing
Problem.
conduit.
happened?
Someone
Yeah.
die with food or something?
I don't
Well, there's
think so.
4 that didn't break.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Does anybody still have a feed macro or extra action?
No one even has the buff for it. I think we just bugged it out because yeah, they should be the eggs that spawn. I'm glad we could figure that bug out for them.
He's also not gaining energy like he previously did.
Oh yeah, because he did it automatically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty low though.
Yeah, right here. Kicking and soothing, yeah. If you remember, like Naimu, we played Yulon Ancient Teachings and Rising Mist, I believe. I don't know if we did or not. I can't remember, but we had Yulon and Ancient Teachings, which was really weird.
Not bad though. We almost killed him.
But it's kind of feels like that where
Not our
you're
fault.
still wanting to punch, but you are still not running Chi-Chi. Yeah, Clouded Focus was just such a pain to use on that fight with the beams. I hated Council. We got like rank 1 execution and it was still one of the worst fights I've ever seen. It was a terrible fight. Which sucks because I usually love council fights. They're usually my favorite. You wish we didn't have 5 healers. That's kind of why I've been playing Windwalker a lot. But I figured since I am still a healer main, I do need to test the fights as healer sometimes.
Alright, have some swirls here, don't get hit. Look at your feet. Just gonna make sure you got some webbing in your. Oh my god, I ran into one so bad.
Did that clear it automatically?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I was testing.
Yeah.
There, 1 and 2 in the back.
I should not have used there, but whatever. I feel like GG would be pretty good for this. After this pull, I want to swap to like my key build and see. Okay, I hate that it splashes. I hate the splash root thing.
3 and 4. Make sure you get some webbing clear here. 3 and 4. Res him. Phase 2 here, don't get knocked off.
I love Wowhead, but the Wowhead commenters are like almost worse than the forum posters, which is funny because I looked at the forums this morning and I've like never seen so many terrible takes in one day.
Move a bit.
Usually the forums have really bad takes, but there was just so many today, all at once.
Yeah, don't chase the ads.
It was crazy.
Move. It's near us, just move a little bit, should be good.
Yeah, I'm glad that they unionized. I don't know why
Help
anyone
clear
would
near the
defend
boss,
Blizzard as a
give you
company.
freedom.
Ah. I need them to make these glow or something because I
it's your
can't see
turn.
them.
Pot if you're low. Feeding if you're DPS. Healers heal.
The mistweaver forms are pretty bad. This guy's name is Bone Zone. I just noticed that.
Playing this. Just
My
keep the buff
That's
up.
actually what I do during
my
the start
extraction
instant
button
screen.
wasn't
Yeah.
working and then it just disappeared.
Weird.
I'm not setting
Uh,
anything up. I'm
Just
just
go to the
sitting
end
there
of the
floating.
gate, like the purple gate. There, if you get the circle. Clear,
I don't know
runway
if it
here.
working. It wasn't working last full because I think I didn't target him.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely it. You actually have to target him.
Go far with that 1 and 2 in that.
I could definitely see people stop playing healer and tank just because it's not fun.
I'll clear these out.
I think healers are probably going to drop off harder than tanks.
3
'Cause I
and
don't think that the
4,
tanks actually got hit too hard in the end.
Just whatever you have, just save it to kill the ads in the intermission. So we're not gonna kill it here. Fork phases.
Don't get knocked off.
Yeah, good point. Brez Vokerism when we get a chance.
Well, we're using Soothing Mist anyway, so there's not really like too much of a distinction, but this build with Rising Mist feels way better than any tier build, and it feels way better than having to play Clouded Focus.
Might have to
Sorry,
just cross
YouTube
to
has
the
a lot
center
of
here.
delay.
Right on us, right
Top
on
of
us.
us. Do we can to stay alive here?
Huge undervalue. Holy.
You just kill it. I mean, it's not really anything else to say.
So we can talk about the next two bosses.
Oh, I said I was gonna change to Chi-Chi
So I
and
don't know
then
if
we
you saw
killed
the
it.
changes
Whoops.
for the Sikrin.
So,
The thing with,
the
like,
3 magic,
the images and the shattering sweep.
it is 3 unique
I think
magic
it was this build
dispels.
that they
So
changed
if
it, but
you,
it says
I
that
think it was a PvP
if any of
change.
them are broken by the
So if you
shattering sweep,
have magic debuff
the dot from it
X,
deals
magic debuff
500%
Y,
extra
magic
damage,
debuff
which is
Z,
probably
and
about
magic
like
debuff
1
A,
million
it will get rid of 3 of
a
those.
stack. But
But
then
if I have
it
15
sounds like
stacks of one magic debuff, it'll get
like,
rid of all of them.
it doubles per
Does that make sense?
like extra stack and extra ad that you
And
break with
then
that thing.
disease
So
and
it's like,
poison
I
are
don't know, like
still they
1,000
just
extra
go
save
away.
on
But
like
the
3
magic
million
is
damage.
3
So,
unique
I don't know.
debuffs.
But basically that means that you would want to maybe
I'm pretty
break
sure
all
that
of
they
them,
said it was a PvP
every
thing.
image that he puts out per like set of decimates, like the little lines. So you would want to break all of them at once if that's the idea. But the last time we tested on Mythic, it was 2 sets of images, 2 sets of simulacrums, so 8 simulacrums, and then 3 lines to break those 8, and then another set of 4, and then another set of lines. The only problem is that if it's the same cadence that it is right now, then it's gonna be like really fucking hard to actually make that work.
Where
Because
was
you'd
I?
have to break
Sorry, I know I've said it like 6
all
times.
of them with just you have to break all 12 with just 6 sets of lines or whatever.
Silkran. Okay, so I'm gonna try Chiju on this fight just
yeah.
because
I thought of a lot of ways to
want
do it, but we'll just have to see first what if they changed how like the sequence of it first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll try gift. I guess we'll try crate style too.
And then for the
I want all my Phelan
the
stuff,
Silken
but I
Court,
can't really get it.
there was like a tooltip
We'll
change
just
for like
we'll
the
just go
modes
with
to
that
make
for
it
now
sound
for
like you could
funsies.
pick up your own color of moat. But if that's the case, the fight's like a lot easier than it was last
This
time.
priest
So
master
if
spell
that is the case, then
is
we kind of just
a
feel it
longer
out.
cooldown now.
But if it is the same as the last time we tested on
It's like
Mythic,
2
then we have to
minutes.
do like a very rigid strat in order to actually like
It got nerfed pretty hard after season 2.
solve the mechanics. But I think we'll just cross that bridge when we see it and see how it works.
This doesn't feel too different. Mega, thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Thanks. That was so much fun to watch. Are healing still punished for lack of uptime on boss? If you're running Rising Mist, then yeah, uptime is a priority. Melee uptime's a priority. Which is why we were thinking of running tier on Silken Court instead of Rising Mist, because there's a lot of movement on that fight, and there's a lot of time where you're gonna be out of range of them. So it might just not be worth. His damage was good. What did he run? No? Okay. I think the last time I looked, they had also dropped that. Ancient Teachings just doesn't scale well. And then to make Ancient Teachings more quote-unquote worth it, you have to take the Fateline stuff, and it's just too big of a commitment for what Ancient Teachings is. For raid, at least. This is Mythic. They also buffed the hell out of Soothing Mist a couple builds ago. Does it get more complex with hero talents? Our hero talents don't really impact us too much. Like, it does. I thought I was gonna die from a kill wall, but I just fell the whole way down. I don't want to say it doesn't impact us because it does. But the base of Mistweaver still feels the same, I guess. Yeah, because we get the higher renewing mist counts for Zen Pulse, which is where a lot of our healing should be coming from, plus the extensions on all of it. I'm excited for Mistweaver. I'm not excited for healing. And I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it's not that I dislike Mistweaver. This is like my favorite version that I've ever played of it. But healing in general has just kind of lost the luster, I guess, for me. And I've really been enjoying Windwalker. It's been a lot of fun. Healing raid has always been... I've never been one that enjoys raid a whole lot. I've always just kind of done it because I have to. And I do really like my raid group. But raiding in itself is kind of like, eh. Especially once prog's over. I like prog. I don't like farm. But healing in keys has very much been a weird issue of I'm not impactful. Like, there's a couple of heal checks. Like, Hall's had a heals check, Neltheris to an extent. But a lot of the checks ended up being if your DPS doesn't push a defensive, there's not really anything you can do. And I hate that because it's boring. Because you can have the best healer in the world and put them with people that don't push their defensives and they can't really fix anything. I feel a little too reliant on my DPS to push their buttons correctly. And I think keys in general, it's just we're at the point where we're fighting one-shots, like Knockhood. There's a one-shot mechanic on every single boss in there. The lightning strikes on the Raging Tempest, the shards, stone shards on the first boss, the overlap, or not the overlap, but the Gale Arrow in Mira, and then the last boss is you have the upheaval and then you have the targeted spear. So it's like I have Chiji and I have Cocoon, so I have a 1 minute and a 1:13, 15, whatever the cooldown is. But outside of that, I can't do anything to help keep you
with that
alive, and that
Shattering
feels
Sweep-
like shit.
Sweep change.
I would
if
much rather have it
basically, if
be
he breaks more than one thing with Shattering
higher
Sweep,
heal
it's just a wipe.
checks with less one-shots, but in infinitely scaling content, you can only go so far before you're just getting one-shot. So I think that the fight design just needs to change a
that's what I
bit.
think.
I would also much
'Cause
rather...
just one, like if you just miss one of them, it's like
I would much rather be
bumps it
fighting
up
the
to like a
timer.
million.
And I hated Shadowlands, so I can't believe I praise it as much as I have been lately. But Shadowlands Dungeons, Mythic Plus and Shadowlands was more fun
It just means you have to be able to
than
manage
Dragonflight.
yourself before the end of the
Dragonflight, I think,
event.
was a better expansion, and I think specs felt better. But the dungeons in Shadowlands, you were always up against a timer. I can remember only one instance where I was facing a one-shot issue, and that was on Zav, and that was a very unique issue to Mistweaver. Mistweaver was one of the only specs that had that problem. But it was always like DPS checks. You're always trying to pull more, pull bigger, do more damage to beat the timer instead of just, okay, here's the ERT note for Knockhood, and this is the buttons you're going to push, and at the end of it, we'll have 5 minutes left on the timer. Like the play slow, play safe thing, I don't like. I want to do crazy shit to try to time the key instead of just living one-shots, because that's boring, especially as a healer. I actually haven't done any keys since they nerfed tanks, but just by the looks of other people, it doesn't look like it too much. Farm is as fun as prog. When a DPS on farm be min-maxing parses? Yeah, that's what healing farm is too. I've been DPSing farm, which has been fun because it's different, but I could definitely see DPS getting boring on farm. I think farm is just boring conceptually, but... Hey Pope, how's it going? Farm is fun when you underheal on purpose. Like, speeds are fun. They can be. Maybe I shouldn't even say farm. Maybe I should say rekill. Like, mid rekill time. Where you can't outgear it and you can't drop healers yet. But you still have to turn on your brain, you know? I think that's my least favorite part. Because speeds can be fun. Like, we did the 2-heal Sark thing when AO was playing. It was Mistweaver Wrestle Druid 2 healing Mythic's Arc, and that was so much fun. That was the first time I had ever done speeds at all, and that was a lot of fun. And then we accidentally made Clandon solo heal Smolderon in the wrong spec because I was supposed to heal and I forgot to swap to Windwalker, so it was just him. But it worked! Like, single and double healing stuff is fun. And then figuring out healing cooldowns during prog is fun, but... I don't like Foddim rerolling as a healer, because I feel like I don't actually learn it. There's a lot of people that after Mistweaver got some changes and after it wasn't meta, like in from season 3 to 4, a lot of people are like, well, what do I do now? It's like, well, you figure it out. What do you mean? A lot of people in the forums are like, Essence Font's gone. What do I do now? Like, well, you first of all shouldn't have been using it, but also, you use the other tools in your kit in which you have many. And I feel like Foddim players don't really get into the spec as much. You do at the very high level, but like the mid range don't. No. I don't think you should take anything in pre-patch very seriously at all. I think pre-patch is Con Fiesta. Like, you can look at interactions and stuff, but I wouldn't look at numbers yet. Unless something is criminally low, like Yulan's Whisper. Like fucking 2k, brother, I have millions of health. Please. So there's some stuff where it's like, alright, that's gotta get changed, but mechanically it's fine. Yeah, being able to have more similar gear sets is actually gonna be really nice. Balancing in beta doesn't look good either. No. Pre-patch, it's pre-patch and it's beta. Those are both fake forms of content. I'm less concerned about the balancing issue, and I'm more concerned about like insane bugs. Like I'm very worried about conduit in keys because it just pulls everything and they're random procs and it just happens and you can't do anything about it. That's what I'm worried about. Especially because it's monk and stuff like that always takes forever to fix. Look at it, like SEF. I was talking to the Windwalkers about SEF and they're like, yeah, it's been bugged since MOP, you know, since it came out. I'm like, oh, cool, all right. Yeah, Windwalker likes haste now. Thank you, Beef. I appreciate it. That was fixed? Oh, good. I didn't see anything in the notes about it. I'm also concerned with what we were talking about with pressure points. I don't even know if that's a bug. I think it's just maybe an oversight or bad design. What do you need to do? I think I know. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick before we start this next boss. We've still got like 15 minutes though. Okay, I'm back. New mastery? Same mastery, it's just bigger numbers, yeah, and then additional interactions like from Jade Fire Stomp and Crane Style. Same mastery, just more, basically. More chances to proc and more healing. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't. I didn't on the last fight. I want to try this weird cringe thing. I don't think it's gonna be good. Let's actually run Jade Bond just for fun too. I don't think it's gonna be good, but it's beta, so it doesn't matter. We also have 5 healers, so it super doesn't matter. No, it's cringe because it's weird. Chi-Chi's not cringe, but this build sure is. Mastery doesn't give damage. We're healers, guys. Of course it doesn't. Huh? What do you mean? You play Mistweaver to do damage? Uh-oh. What is an... Wait. I know what an RBG is. What is an EBG? That's what I'm like, what are you guys doing in those battlegrounds? Hello? Oh, epic battle. Holy shit. I have never heard someone mention those ever. No, Zempulse does not do damage anymore. It's also a passive now. I've never heard of that before. You can't believe how useless the Bouillons are for Mistweaver? What do you mean? Erotic battlegrounds. The only play that PvPers will ever get. Abe is just pulling your leg. But there's no reason for healer mastery to ever have a damage component. They would have to redo every healer's mastery. Or it would be so bad that you would never run it. Or it would be so good that you would just stack mastery 24/7. And none of those are good options, nor fun. What are you gonna swap to, Pope? I don't think most WoW healers are like that. I think a very vocal minority feels that way. Abe is just being Abe. He likes causing problems for fun. Trez is doing pretty well right now. We don't have one today, but we had before, and they were kind of blasting. Maybe a little too much. Elf, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. If we're at a point where you're spending more time doing damage than healing, there's an issue. I would agree. Well, you can craft rings and your neck. You don't always cause problems? Not always. Not always. This is so weird. I got an email from YouTube about some like partner perk thing because they're like, "Oh, good job on getting this account partnered." I didn't get this email from my main account. I got it for the alt account where I just put VODs up. Like that is weird to me. What's wrong with my main account? Mel, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. From a fellow monk. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I can get a free Domino's pizza. Thanks, YouTube. I'll get that for lunch. Why not? I actually like Domino's. I like the create your own. Activate. That's cool. Twitch did something like this too. I got a blanket and some other stuff out of it. It's quite nice. $15 gift card. Yippee! Well, so here's the thing. Mistweaver isn't Holy Priest, right? Mistweaver is one of the healers that we have to, for keys in this case, have to do damage to prep for healing. Or you have to do damage to do healing, like during GG. So it's not as cut and dry as like people are healthy, I'm DPSing. Like we're always doing both, so Mistweaver doesn't really fall into that argument. Whereas if it's like Holy Priest, I could see that being a bigger issue. Oops. Papa John. I don't think we have any of those. Oh, see, I like Domino's crust. I like that it's kind of like bread and doughy. What do you think about Ancient Teachings becoming Mistweaver Mastery to combine both? I think it would definitely make Ancient Teachings more viable in Raid. Alfredo sauce from Domino's. Yes. Correct. Objectively correct. We're doing a small hand toss. We're actually going to do garlic parm sauce, and we'll do bacon and chicken. And we'll do jalapenos and feta. Mistweaver for Mythic Plus, we're looking good. Garlic bread with toppings? Yeah. Garlic, jalapenos, feta. I used to get something. Oh, banana peppers, I think. I'm getting jalapenos. I don't need that many peppers. you guys extra cheese enjoyers? I do not like extra cheese. Oh, they have sandwiches now? Alright, I just want pizza. I used to eat these all the time. When I like degen streamed, back like in BFA, early Shadowlands, I used to order this pizza a lot because they were also open really late. And it was it was good because I could just order a small one and then eat it and then save it. I do not play Brew. I might check it out in War Within, but I think Windwalker and Mistweaver are the two that I'm like committing to right now. There is such thing as too much cheese. I play both in Raid. I haven't progged as Windwalker, but I've been doing. We did speeds and we did farm as Windwalker. And then I have recently been getting into keys on it. Just like I did like 2 weeks of keys. I was like 3,400 last season. So it was still pretty new to it, but both in both basically. I think Windwalker's looking really good too. In keys. Playstyle seems almost the same as Dragonflight. It feels somewhat similar, with a couple different things happening passively, but like we're not single target, clouded focus, soothing mist into one person anymore, which is nice. Windwalker also uses conduit. Shadow Panda is not good. But it feels good. It feels a lot less stagnant, I guess, than in Dragonflight. And next, thank you for the 2 months as well. I appreciate it. You think it can be meta? In what capacity? I think it'll be good. I don't know if it'll be required in every group. Keys probably not. I think Shaman has a better chance in keys. But it also depends on the tank or the DPS, because the poison dispels, there's a lot of them, and Shaman can't do that, so. This one? No, it's this one. It's too long to say in my rotation. How do I use my gift card? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Alright, boss is gonna be up here shortly, so.
Oh no, it's not working. Am I doing this wrong?
Tried the guy at the front of the raid, don't even let us teleport to you guys, so. Prior to us all just chilling.
We are going. Okay. It's gonna be very different. We'll have it split kind of down the middle again. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to trinkets too much. They address the scaling? What do you mean? Like that it's bad? Or the buff that was missing? Because the buff's in now. I have a husky staffy mix. Improved. Thank you for the 7 or the 26 months. I'm stuck in a screen. Loading screen.
Teleport to the boss.
Here we go. Ah. No, they have not addressed it. She does have the drama gene. She'll woo a lot. I think it's over for me. I think I just alt F4. I don't think I'll ever be able to
I
own
think
a
the
dog
way
that
we
isn't
were
a
doing it
husky.
last time we did it on Mythic was a pretty good method if they reduce the amount of sets you get
Yeah, I placed my order.
in between breaks. So we can just play it like we did that last time.
Thank you for the pizza, YouTube.
Just take them to the like the edges.
We have had 3 dachshunds. We had a mini pen dachshund mix, and then we had 2 purebred.
Try to make boxes.
Kovu, thank
rather
you for the
than lines.
15 months. Stinky feral.
Yeah, for patterns, just I would say do anything but try to keep them a little closer. Don't spread.
Oh,
them out
they
too
increase
far.
damage.
Um,
They buff stuff.
Mostly, we just want to see in this first poll what it's gonna look like, or what the cadence of the abilities is gonna be.
Please let me in the game. Let me in.
There's the marks.
Ugh. I love beta.
Okay, so I think we are gonna get another set of them. Just put them right near orange. Drag the boss maybe to star to angle it better.
I'll spare link here.
We have a rest for the tank.
Hi, Miss Bran. She's in here now. Hello, lady. Yeah, he just resubbed, so he should still be here. Yeah, so if depending on when you left, a 4
think step away
now
from the boss,
was
don't
a
leave it too close
14
down.
last season. They switched the key levels a bit.
Okay.
Holy shit, dude, just let me log in.
Nothing happened. Okay.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
I think we can just jump off. Try again.
I'm like stuck in limbo.
What
Good
killed
news
you
is they're
tutorial, Karen?
baking my pizza.
Oh, were you like? Oh,
Bad
you're
news
like in
is
Izzy
I'm
boss
just
or like up near.
fighting the loading screen boss. A local streamer goes fucking insane. I do love their tracking service. Very nice. Do I just need to make a different character and log on to it? Try again. What do you mean? It was a keyboard smash. How is it taken?
Just go again. Do a pull timer. Just this.
Yeah! Oh no. Wait. No fucking way, dude. Let me in! This is tilting. I hate this shit. This is why I hate beta. Because I DC'd like at the instance portal, I think, is the problem.
Put the next phase blades where these marks are, and then just drag the boss this way.
Can you unstuck a character without being logged into it?
You have marks here.
Is there really not?
Just try to make a tighter box.
I don't know if I can do it on beta though. Yeah, that's the problem. I guess not. So yeah, the problem is that I DC'd loading out of the instance, so now when I log in, it just instantly tries to teleport me to Stormwind and then it bricks.
Move the boss.
It's not
once you
letting
get
me
to
out.
charges. You shift him over.
Ugh. Do I just have to make a new fucking character, man? I'm just done with raid testing if I have to make a new character because I CBA doing that again.
How many break? We got like 8 broken there, right? Or was it? Or did we just have 2 stacked up? I didn't see it.
At one point, we had a couple stacked. One was pulsing.
Okay.
No, I don't think that unstuck characters exist on beta.
Because the way it seems to work right now is that the damage amp only affects the initial hit. Or it seems like it only affects the initial hit of it.
Oh yeah, I
So-
can. Here, let me.
We just basically doing what we were doing on Mythic. We just want to make sure we break some of them before he does his Shattering Sweep.
I mean, did I need to test Silkran for the 6th time? No. I would like to see the Silken Court though. Yeah, I just pinged him to have me to kick my monk. I don't judge. I love cookies. Cookies are very good. My pizza's gonna be here before I can log in again.
So the next mark's right there. And then keep the boss to the wall. Tighter to the wall so we can hit a lot better angle on him.
I keep trying to move before it zones her in, but I don't think I can. And then it doesn't even try to get me out of that. It only... Everything is so expensive now. I fucking hate it. I hate that it's expensive to be alive. It costs $20 to even leave the house.
I think we might have had too many. Either we had too many when he did the Shattering Sweep, or we might be breaking too many for like. Because I know the first Decimate, we broke like 7 of them. But I think we blew a lot of cooldowns doing it, so we might have to reel it back. Oh, we are down a healer. Actually, never mind. It's probably
We
fine.
all
Yeah,
we
I'm
also
not really sure what's good.
had too close and took at least one tick from that.
Oh yeah, that too. That first one, or the second set there,
I
we did get
mean...
that extra tick because it doesn't insta wipe you, right? It just does like a million initially, and then if you don't break it immediately, it will kill you.
It's every 5 seconds is what it says.
Yeah.
So I think it just like you can do it and survive. It
Yeah.
just makes it harder.
Get rid of this hair. That is hideous. What race? Either dwarf or night elf. If you're doing keys.
Can do the next ones right where the boss kind of is now. And then pull the boss like to where diamond is. And don't get such a hard angle. We don't want to break all of them, I think.
I think that was it. I do not remember what the class tree looks like though. Wait, can't I just import it again? Yeah. Thank you. Hopefully she gets freed from purgatory soon. Dude, this is actually one of the worst bugs. Like, this is... It's not a huge deal because it's only beta, but it still sucks. When this happens on live and then you're stuck, it's much worse. I actually don't know. Huh? I don't know which way those
Is
go.
it just healer diff right now because we're missing one?
Probably. Is there anybody that gets able to heal? Like, just better than nothing.
I think I have resto set up. Let me check.
God damn.
Nope, I don't have talent set up, but I can whip something up real quick.
Is my monk kicked out of the group?
Yeah.
I kicked
Yes.
it,
Okay.
like 15 minutes ago.
We killed the first boss, and I can't fucking log into my monk for the second, so I'm setting up another one.
I need to get talents real quick. Give me a second.
It's fine.
We have a healer main if we do also need one. He just messaged me.
Everyone, if you're cool with that, probably just easier
Yeah.
that way. Yeah, just suggest them or
Okay.
What did I take? I don't
Do you
remember
have
what my
Al
other trinket
up
was.
on friends?
No.
Okay. I'm getting his name right now.
So for dropping the clones off, are we trying to make like little boxes, or are we doing lines? Because I'm seeing like people do both.
Haste first mass. Whatever.
I say boxes would be easier to line up shots to get them all, but we might not be needing to do that. Like if we miss a couple per set and like 4 into the shattering, like
These
maybe
all
we could
have
survive
first.
that. I think usually we're kind of low going to it because we're just still kind of reeling from the damage before.
It doesn't matter, right?
The
Because we
lines would
scale.
save space, but I don't know if we need that much space.
we also just need to see how it feels when we actually have 5 healers, and then go from there.
Yeah, a full
Hey,
raid will help.
card.
It's a good baseline.
Oh wait, Nick. No. Yeah, I'm annoyed because my character is stuck.
Alright, let's do it.
And she is not porting out, so I just had to make a new character. And I'm annoyed.
And remember too, when you drop an image, if you're within 5 yards of another one, it'll cause an explosion. So just be mindful of when you're dropping one. Are you near someone else dropping one or an existing one?
Can you shift the boss a little bit more? Yeah, and decimates right after this.
No voodoo.
Care.
But I have pizza coming and it was free, so it's actually almost here. The dogs will bark. Mage nerf. Uh-oh.
Pull the boss some more. We're gonna have charges right here.
Oh. They nerfed Living Bomb.
Just make a nice box. So
I'm free! Just as I finished setting up the other monk. They grabbed another healer though, so I don't know if I lost my spot. But that would suck. Yeah, so it was about 20 minutes, wasn't it?
Mark's here.
Any order to who you put Renewing Mist on, you just put it on someone. If you're running Chi Harmony, the person that you want to get more healing out of it. Otherwise, it'll just jump and it'll be fine. Actually, that's not true because they changed it. It'll jump afterwards, right?
Just move the boss a little bit. I think it's gonna be
I don't want it
running
right now,
into
but
the blades, so just be careful.
yeah, so it won't jump for 8 seconds when you first put it on. So basically, whoever you want to have the hot and Chi Harmony, and then after that, it'll do its own thing. My order is here. I'll be back.
Twixik is back. I'm not sure how we want to handle this now that we have 21 people.
I can sit out if anyone wants to, or if someone wants to stream their POV.
Client said he'll I'll step out.
Okay.
She's been invited, so just wait for her to accept. Then we'll get her in here.
Pizza acquired. No, I'm not testing high mastery or anything specific. I'm trying a Chi build that I don't think is gonna be good, but for fun. Yeah, we're still Chi in keys.
More blades here.
What caused that one to blow up before the others?
I think I was too close.
Is that what we're supposed to do then? If that makes them go away?
No, you don't want them close.
Shattering sweep. Move out.
Ooh.
We're all alive.
Blades here.
I'm thinking Chi is not gonna be the go-to for this. But mana feels really good. Oh, where's my haste? Okay, I don't dislike Chi as much as I thought. I would like to try it with Gift. Because I felt like I was waiting too long between Chi. Strength is fucking insane.
I think we can loosen up on the shapes that we're making, for sure. Yeah, that was good.
I feel like I don't even need to drink mana tea. I mean, I know there's only like 5 people alive, but you guys dating it by chat? Yeah, Ahi. I'm glad that I've been able to help. I know I don't upload as much as a lot of other people, but I figure quality over quantity. So I appreciate that. Thank you. sorry. In pre-patch, you can do whatever you want. Do whatever's fun because it's pre-patch and it doesn't matter. But mastery is a better stat for us in general now. Yes. Okay, I want to try gift. Jade Bond didn't feel bad though. Invoker is taken on my server. I already tried to make a dragon with it. I don't really. I'm not using statues, so yoink. Big shout out to YouTube for sponsoring my lunch today, and realistically, my second lunch as well.
I wish they would do what they did with Sylvanas on this boss, where they just make the hitbox stay in the same place.
That would be so
Yeah,
good.
that would be so nice, actually. I completely forgot that they did that.
That's too much fun.
Another charge here.
Maybe we try ancient teachings and the Phaline stuff on
And
this next
decimate
pull
right after.
for funsies.
Face blades here. And then a decimate right into it.
I still feel like Yulon would be better. Gift is not giving me big fat healing.
Face blades coming up. We're gonna get phase blades right after they're right in this rain. Just be careful. And
Yeah, that
decimate.
hitbox thing really sucks. Wow.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, it's like what killed us right there. It's like
I'm gonna
when you spawn
try
an
ancient
image,
teachings and
your
Jadefire
image
and
is
everything,
near
and then I'm gonna
another
try a
one
Yulon
or
build.
another person that's about to spawn
How much time do we
one.
have? Oh, we have
It's
20
a lot of
minutes.
damage. So just gotta be careful with that. That happened earlier on this poll, right before the first decimate of the poll happened. 2 people were near each other, so it caused an explosion going into the decimate, which led to like more explosions. That's one of the challenges of the fight, so it's to be expected.
So it seems that when you like put two of them together and they like rather than wiping you, they just blow up. And I think we did get extra stacks. Like we did get stacks for like the Shattering Cosmos or whatever from those that were placed close together.
Yeah, it's like more livable when it's like the first set of the sequence because the decimate isn't for a bit, so you can kind of like recover from it. If that makes sense.
I don't know if I have a way to do an action tracker on beta.
I think a challenging thing is
I
definitely
have very minimal UI stuff on beta
the phase
because
blades
things
overlaps
never
with the
work.
rain, because then you have
Okay.
to make adjustments to not
We'll
get hit
give
by the
Jade
rain
Bond a
and then
try.
roll. Actually, I think you just maybe
Oh
you just
man,
didn't
I have to give
think
up
it,
so much stuff for
so you
Phalanx.
can't
It feels
move to a
terrible.
good position. But that also means
I wish
we
they would
just
just
need
bake
to
those
have
together.
just a larger spread in general, and just hope to get better clears with the decimates.
I just miswrap. I don't think that's a good idea, but I don't think this is
It
a
feels
good.
like it's harder to recover when we have the
a good build.
we have them blow up because they're too.
No, they're talking about dating each other. They're just they're just doing it in our chat. Failing on the menu in raid? I don't think so, but I just want to try
make
it.
sure that you spread out a little bit more.
I want to try Yulon on this as well. I appreciate the sentiment though. I actually didn't have pool on before. I thought I did. My bad.
Face blades right here.
Blaze foods.
Rest in peace.
Blades.
So that was two being too close there.
Yeah. Cynthia, they're coming up right now, so just kind of pre-position if you didn't get the last set.
I feel like I have too many buttons to press with this. I feel like so global locked.
Right after it. Just don't make them too close.
That was another one that like went off.
Alright, face blades again right here. Pull the boss more.
I'm not gonna lie, this kind of slaps. That was all of my cooldowns though, to be fair.
Just get a little more room.
But my mana is not looking good. I feel like I don't have time to drink. That's the problem. I feel like I'm constantly pushing throughput buttons, like renewing mesmerizing sun kick, spending my Sun Pulse, spending my stacks. I don't feel like I have any spare globals. Although I'm kind of in a lull right now. It's certainly going to be more expensive because of Jadefire, but I could just play better.
Another charge here, another phase blades. Just pull the boss maybe a little more.
Do that, and then I still have Shaylan Skip. There's so many moving parts.
And decimate.
I'm not even using, yeah. Ah, there's so many buttons to push. I feel like I can't do all of it. I like it, it's fun, but I gotta lock in.
Don't worry, I'm the tank.
That's fun. Okay, I want to try that one again. I used to really like that. Does our Rising Sun kick Soothing Mist? Yeah, because we're back to running Rising Mist. I actually quite liked that build.
Do we
That
wanna
looks
try,
weird.
another strat?
Where's the Ancient
It might
Teachings?
be a little
Where
more
is she?
clean.
Oh, she's second. Okay. Okay, okay. No, they nerfed here. Last build.
Sure what
There may be
else
like fights
we
like
do.
Silken, which is
Just to
next.
see
We
if
may
if
not
it's like
run
a-
it because
I don't
melee
know.
uptime
I
is going
think
to
it
be
is,
pretty
like,
low.
I think you can totally YOLO it. It's just a little bit tougher.
But for fights where you have good
But
uptime,
the idea is
yeah.
that, like, you always take the boss in the center, so the decimate lines they're always going to be very predictable about where they're going to go, and then you always put the phase blades either like on these lines,
Yeah. I'm using
or in
Shaylins for
between.
the buffs. For
And that way, any
Shadowhogs.
decimates
I don't have
you just
Legacy
put it in
on,
those
so it's
spots.
not
You
for
always line it
healing,
up
it's
at the same
for
place, and
the
it'll
buffs. Sorry.
always hit exactly what you want.
Yeah, we're back down to 1. Yeah, I have Jade Bond, Crane Style, Chi-Ji, I have all the Phaeline stuff. And my mastery is 103, which is not that much. Yeah, it is old. I haven't updated talents yet. I am working on redoing all of the documents and everything for the guides and whatnot, because I've got like 5 different sheets right now, and I would like to get it down to like 2. So I haven't updated all, but I'm in the process of doing it.
Position for phase blades. Just take them off to the side. Phase blades again, right here.
Look at all those mists.
Phase blades again.
I could do so much more if I had more mastery.
And then into another decimate.
I saw the alpaca soup or the
Phase blades
noodles or
again.
whatever. I was so sad when I saw that as a quest reward for the first time. Actually tragic.
Into a decimate right after it.
Ah! Wait, so do I have to eat the alpacas because I'm playing Astro?
I think we could die.
No! I have to re-roll. I'm re-rolling.
Could we try that tank the boss in the middle? Yeah. I do think that'll make it a lot easier.
Worth a shot.
I feel powerful with this build.
And buff, please. Thank you.
Play Reaper. Reaper looks really cool. Wait, I thought Picto was top.
Before we pull him,
I
we'll
thought
just
Picto
be
was
really
like way
close.
OP
We want to do it that way. That
and
way
way
we can
overtuned.
easily rotate.
I have a question too. Why can I queue into like a random dungeon and they give me two fizz ranged? Like, why is that a thing? Give me a real DPS, please. I almost feel like they should be sorted differently, but maybe I'm dumb.
You still want to be closer to the edge.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, just on the line for sure.
Well, it puts the shit in the middle.
It plays again.
Please
Doesn't
don't
matter
pick
where you
me.
put them,
I
but
have
just
a
put
button
them
to
on the
press.
line
Perfect.
or in the middle. And boss in the center. Just line the decimates up. We're gonna get more charges, and it's just gonna be same idea. There's already one right there, so don't put it on there. It's either lines or in the middle, or in between the lines.
I didn't revival earlier and forgot.
Fail.
So we'll just shift over. We'll make it here, and then to there. Look at the markers.
Foon, thank you for the 11 months. How's it going? I'm trying to cook something and I don't know if it's a good cook, but it feels fun. Oh, I don't have anything here. Unlucky. This feels worse. This strat feels much worse than the other one. Oh,
Next
probably
one's
because I'm
coming up, it's gonna be
standing
the
and
same,
stuff.
Same idea.
Crazy.
Play Rest Karen.
Hey, Lithy, how's it going? Thank you. Yeah, like so I got 2 new skirts, and that was one of them. The other one is very much high-waisted because that's how it's sewn and cut. but that one I wasn't sure. I haven't worn anything not high-waisted in a very long time. I'm a big high-waist enjoyer. Who just went flying? This is Mythic, yeah. I was very disappointed with this boss initially, like on Heroic, but I actually quite enjoyed the Mythic version. Will Stomp be viable? I don't know. I'm just messing around with it. It feels good.
Yeah, my death there in the middle was
Oh, I got snapped.
my fuck up.
It feels good,
Was in the way,
and it's fun,
I triggered an
but there's so
explosion.
much happening. And I haven't played Yulon on this fight. And Nat, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. It's fun at the very least. And this is our early Mythic boss, you can probably just do whatever.
Yeah, I think we could try putting him closer to the edge. But then
High
I
waist
guess
from
it
crop
might,
drop
it might
is
cause
like
issues with
my
him coming
go-to.
back to the middle for at least for
I
this.
also feel like I have a
the
short
dismate right
torso,
after.
so sometimes wearing low-waisted stuff, I feel
I
like
guess we
it
can
looks
see if it's
weird, but
possible.
I also might just be depleting myself in my head. It could be that I have no idea what I actually look like. I think that's probably the most accurate.
Mage buff.
I am very tall, so you know, gotta play into that.
Phase blade soon. Try to put him at that point.
I'm not
On
tall.
the markers.
People think that I am tall for some reason. This came up in JB's stream the other day. Like, not the other day. It was literally last year before
Someone's knocking
BlizzCon.
on my door. I gotta get that.
But he was talking about like tall WoW players, and I was in his chat, and he mentioned my name, and I'm like, what? I am not tall. He thought I was like
Phase blade
5'8",
again.
and pretty much everyone that I've talked to thinks I'm like 5'8", 5'9". I think it's because my camera is relatively close. So it makes me look taller because I take up more space in the camera. I'm 5'4", yeah.
And phase blades again. On the markers.
Dude, I'm so sad there's not gonna be a BlizzCon. I bought a new little bag. It's like a little fanny pack thing. I'm like, oh, this will be good for BlizzCon, so I don't have like a purse swinging around all the time. And I realize that there isn't gonna be one. I have that realization at least once a week. I do have wider shoulders than I think I'm like an inverted triangle. I feel like my shoulders are very wide, but then I ask other people and they're like, I mean, they're shoulders. I don't know. I think I just don't know what I look like. I already answered your short king question.
Dismate soon.
I just ate that. Took it like a champ though.
More phase blades.
Oh. I don't know if it's forever or if it's just this year. Dorito physique, let's fucking go. I get people saying that I could, if I like got more into fitness and like bulked up, got strong, I would be like lean beef fatty. And I like that a lot, so maybe I go on my fitness arc. Maybe I join the, what's that gym? Isn't there like a streamer gym? Yeah, lean beef patty. If you rearrange the point from Shaylin's and instead Thunder Focus Tea with that strengthen rising with renewing, honestly, I feel like I have so many renewing mischarges that I would not be able to spend them all. I'm using Shaylin's right now just for the Xiao House. I think it was Zoo that said I could be lean beef fatty 2.0. Or Zebra. It was one of them.
Yeah, I think if we
I don't know what the scaling is.
definitely need to kill, like if we definitely need to clear them, then this, what we're doing right now, might be the best thing.
I much prefer the current monk in War Within as opposed to Dragonflight. Oh shoot, I just accidentally yeeted a Discord server into a folder. It's gone forever.
I'll just wait for the new boss at this point. So we're just
Okay.
gonna get ported out of
Oh
this.
yeah, it's only 3 minutes left.
Oh.
So I
See you
did
later.
support
Have
on,
fun
like,
on
the first
PoE.
Third week, but I haven't done it on any other weeks. I don't know if anything's like super different.
You'd Pope, you'd have to ask in
Oh,
Peaks.
have I got
The
a
math
story
people are
for
in
you.
there.
Oh no.
Basically, what happens is
I
on
feel like with
Mythic,
pool I have so I
the
cannot
hero
like spend
concepts
enough
carry
renewing mess with
over.
pool.
Like that all
Which is a good and
feels
a bad
the
thing.
same,
Like I don't know
basically,
if I'll
from
actually
what
run
we
it
can
in
see on
keys,
the
but in
map.
raid
So
it
we got
feels good.
past a minute on the fight. The big thing on the fight is gonna be like
On this build I
Wrath,
was
Death,
not.
Star
We still do
Augur,
use
Fatty.
it
It's
though
like
with the
with
Yulon
a
build.
positive,
It's
negative
just not.
charge type
Oh.
thing. There's
It
people
is
with a
just
blue,
not
you
soothing
blue
mist into
buff
one
and a red
person like we
buff.
were
When you touch
before.
anybody in the opposing group, you kill each other.
When the tethers go out, oh no, you choose who tethers each other. I was gonna say, does it always tether opposite people, but you choose, so it doesn't matter.
Whoever cut
And
this
like
pizza
on
was a
pull,
demon.
there's
They
a
cut it into
circle
quarters.
under the boss. Like that's how
That's a
we'll
huge
end
pizza
up
slice.
testing, under each boss, like a blue and a red circle. So you just hit
Yeah,
heavy
we
and
run
light
Pier with
in
it.
each.
I think Monk is a good choice. I think it's definitely fun. I can't tell you if it'll be the best, but it'll definitely be fun.
Okay, and what's the mark of death? So I see the red and blue marks, but then there's that third mark. What's it? Is that just like a white mechanic or?
Third mark. Let me take a look at the journal.
Mark of death is when
Well,
you
it's Soothing
go
Mist, but we
plug
still have
into
Rising
your-
Mist, so
you just get a
Oh,
plug
okay.
it's
into
kind of a
your-
mix
it kills
now.
you.
Yeah, so there's I forgot what mechanic was something makes everybody shoot out a bunch of these orbs, and you just have to be mindful of running around and collecting them. The testing of this method felt pretty awful. If you did tendril testing, it had a similar vibe where everybody just blew up in like 40 seconds.
No, it's definitely not the first time they've done that. I think Monk's my first choice, and then I think I'm gonna finish leveling my Shaman on Remix for an alt healer. But I would like to prio Windwalker as an alt over another character, if that makes sense.
And if you look at what groups you are in the raid,
They removed
frame,
Essence
I
Font
assume
because
you'll
it made
bunch
it too
do the same
hard
thing. It's
to
like group,
balance
like groups 1
our
and 2, like the
our
melee,
mastery.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so groups 1 and 2 in the raid frame, if you look right now, so Magistus, Kim, Soul,
But yeah, it was either way too strong and we pushed it all the time, or it was not strong at all and we didn't push it ever.
Ronan, like you're all the melee group.
I am the
And
melee
it
group.
didn't say your
I'm gonna
name,
try the
but
same
which
build.
group.
I don't think it'll be good on this fight,
I
but
assume the
why not?
melee's on the right boss, correct?
Yeah,
The
on
soak.
a noob. Yeah,
Yeah, and that was what was that the red circle?
yeah, it's the reds.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so melee, you're soaking a red circle on pull. All 10 of you have to be in it.
Shaman was quite fun in
That's what
Shadowlands.
assigns
I
you
miss
your
Vesper
buff.
Totem though.
And then all the range need to be on the left boss. Soaking that. I think before we go over any like crazy plans, maybe just do like a YOLO pull just so people can kind of just see what the hell this even looks like.
I don't
Yeah.
play with a keyboard. My
recommend
binds
on
are
this
not
pull,
true.
we just don't worry too much about,
I
like,
use a gamepad
oh,
and MMO mouse.
damage
So
or just
anything
kinda,
to
like,
the left
inference
of
what's going on.
Transcendence,
You don't
Detox,
wanna
and
be
Light Sweep,
anybody
that
of the
on
opposing
the
team,
left
usually you're just gonna kill them. So
is all
just
on my
kinda
mouse,
focus on
except for
looking
Chi
for it
Chi
in a second so you can
and
see what's
Thunder
happening.
Focus T
If
are
you
the special
don't get
buttons on the
any damage from
gamepad.
this instant
Everything
die,
else is
make sure you do that at least.
gamepad on the right. Yeah, I have a Tataris Pro Razor.
Yeah, so if you're in groups 3
I
and 4,
used the
just,
Orb Weaver
be
before, but
aware
they
and
stopped
protect
making
yourself,
those.
be ready to move in on the boss.
They're pretty
and
similar
then
though.
Melee should be like groups 1 and 2 be with Magistus over there, the monk. Just be ready to kind of move in with him. Right, you can do
Can we
a pull
get a
timer.
Can we get a Discord link for Nala, by the way? After
It's
the
in it's in that spreadsheet if you have that open. I don't know who's asking this if they have that sheet or not. So get in that circle right now. Just kind of observe what's happening here, but you want to spread now circles. And then what's happening is range should rotate clockwise, and then melee, you do the same thing. It's like we're playing a dance here, and then we go soak the orbs. Only get a couple orbs. If you soak a third, you're gonna die. And welcome to Silken Core testing.
This is cool.
That's it.
Yeah, everything happened so fast.
Wait, this is cool.
Jesus.
So what are we doing?
This
with
is
these
gonna
fixed
be
agents here? Do
insane.
we run them into place?
They kind of need to be picked up.
Yeah, it's like a
by,
half keyboard thing.
like the tank.
Look up.
the
My
melee.
boyfriend uses
They
the
fixate on
Azeron,
whoever's closest, but they always spawn on range players.
and that thing to me is cursed.
Okay, so like we can drag them into the tanks, and it'll swap to fixate the tanks.
Yeah, basically.
That's
so,
what he uses
basically,
for like
when they
MMOs
spawn,
and
like,
a couple other
we
things.
wanna,
Like
range want to be stacked when they spawn.
I think he
That
uses
way
it
we
for
can
ARPGs as
knock
well.
them, blow them away into melee, so that they'll fixate on melee and they can follow the melee around as we're moving about, because they can't be killed for like level 20 seconds.
But he's the
Even
one
if
that
you
got
focus
me
them
onto
down, they just don't die,
the
so
Orb Weaver in the
you
first
have to
place.
just manage
I have
them
never
naturally
that's a
freeze
fun
down.
fact, I guess.
The other thing I
I've
wanna
never
figure out,
bound
too, this happened
my
last time,
my
is
abilities
what's
traditionally
the
on a keyboard.
rule on pull when we soak the
I was a
circles?
clicker
When- the
because
way
I
it
started
works is that
playing when
you
I was
don't have a
fucking
debuff,
8 years old,
it
and that's what I
doesn't
did.
just kill the opposite
And
color. It'll
when
kill
I
anyone
started
without a
to
debuff,
actually play
without
the
your
game and
debuff.
do
So if
competitive
someone
content,
doesn't have
obviously
it
that wasn't gonna work.
initially, like there's that moment where like people
So
have it and then other people are
Orb
crossing
Weaver
in,
engaged.
they can bug out and kill people.
It was I think Mana and somebody else. Just
Yeah, that's the
figured
reason
just
I'm not
something
gonna buy
else.
any more of these, of the Tataris. I will get an Azeron eventually, but I'm gonna let this one die first. This will probably last me another 2 years. The thumbstick is movement. I move just with my thumb.
So when you
I
work
also move
on
with my mouse, my
melee,
camera a
you're
lot
gonna,
though.
like run out here around, and then range you're gonna run out in the back wall to get the orbs.
It's straight and then strafing and then
Yeah, but
back.
that's like the basic way to do it. But I think
It frees up quite
the
a few
issue is that
binds
when the
because you don't have to use them for movement.
after like we get the
Jump
orbs
is
and
on
they
my
spawn,
mouse.
the
People
dog
hate
eye is
that.
gonna jump to skull.
Jump
every
if you
single
know the
time.
Corsair Scimitar.
And this is kinda where
My
we
jump
wanna
button is
be,
5.
Afterwards anyway, because the boss is gonna do a charge like 20 seconds later.
He plays 14.
and we need to be
He used to play
closer
WoW,
to
but he's sick of
kind of the
Blizzard shit,
center.
which I don't really fault him
I
for.
have a
So
strat planned up for it, but we can keep seeing it.
he'll
For a
come and
little
level
bit.
with me at the beginning of the expansion, but
You can also move
he
out as
doesn't
soon as you
play
get your
after
debuff.
that.
You can like leave.
That was weird. Why couldn't I cast on her?
So the range boss is kind of gunning people down.
I've only this is only my second scimitar actually. The first one, the pin on the scroll wheel broke, which I use a lot. Because I do have 2 things bound to it in Voodoo. Only 1 now, but it was 2 for Dragonflight. So I think I got maybe a little bit more heavy use than you normally would out of it. Yeah, Saint, I'm glad that they've been helpful. That's good to hear. I like this build, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's gonna be what we do, but I like it.
Get in the circle.
I just bit straight into a jalapeno on our pole. Woo!
Oh, what?
Oh. Death. I died to death.
You got 2 stacks from an orb, I think.
Alright. I guess I
2
can only
does
take
a
1.
lot, 3 will kill you.
I think I got 2 stacks from 1 orb.
What is death?
Could have been 2 on top of each other.
I thought maybe I walked into
Maybe,
his body,
yeah,
but he's a fireman with me.
Is it like a rush to soak them, or do we want to do like 1-1, or do we need to get 2 stacks if it does that much damage?
As long as you don't cleave them, I think like 5 people could soak up 10 because you should only have at
That's fair.
least
I
10.
would definitely play Shaman more regularly
So
if
ideally everybody kind of
Vesper
shares it.
came back. Mad Cat's
Okay,
Rat
so we
3.
can't do 1-1. We have to get 2. Like everyone get 2.
Yeah, you get 1 or you just soak up.
Oh my god.
Any that you see.
That is a piece of equipment. How do you hold it? That looks really uncomfortable.
Also, the skinny boss needs to be tanked, right? Because I'm getting poison bolted for like 4.5 mil.
Yeah, what we need to do is like as soon as we start.
I
to
mean,
play,
I could definitely see it being very
come over to
customizable.
Skull, where we are here, because this is where the skinny guy's going to jump to, and we can play the entire rest of this part of the fight, like the part of the phase on blue. We just need to basically.
Yeah, I haven't played it
as
since
soon as
Gifhoon, so
he
hopefully I
does
learned
his
enough
first
before the war
funnel,
then.
like,
It
we'll
has
get
changed a
debuff,
lot since
we
BFA.
just run to our positions.
We got a lot of
entire
changes in
menu.
Dragonflight.
If he needs to be tanked, we have both tanks on the red guy.
Yeah, but that's not going to matter because the tall guy, we just need to move where the tall guy is. You don't need to move your tanks to the other debuff group. Because we're just going to play around the tall guy anyway.
Right, but doesn't he need to be tanked? Because if he's just poison bolting random people.
Yeah, the tank will be on him. We'll just be over here.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, can we get a gateway for like range at least from like where the boss is to like where I am to where the boss is? So what'll happen on pull is that like we'll start, just walk in there, and as soon as we get our debuff, we'll wait out for the first frontal. And when we get the first frontal, we'll probably be like right here, and we'll just gate over, and immediately range will get on position around blue, kind of like more towards the wall. And then melee will be running over towards X. And you want to be on the inside, like you want your back to the inside around X. And that'll set it up so the debuffs are on blue and red. Yeah, so that's the idea. We have to soak the orbs, but they'll be here on blue and red.
Overall,
And
I'm
what'll happen
excited
is
for
that
the
because
raid.
range, we don't like walking. We only move to X. But then the melee, you guys just run all the way around the boss on Skull, because he'll be on Skull, like the tall guy. You'll just walk all the way around to blue to soak up the orbs. And in that moment, like whenever we're running around to soak the orbs, that's when the bugs spawn. The little
I don't know if
scarabs.
there's any bosses I
And they'll be like
objectively
right here
dislike.
between X and blue, and we'll just basically knock them towards melee.
The only one that I didn't like was Sikran,
So at the
but
very
I
least,
like
I
him
want
on
to just get
Mythic.
the initial placement of the orbs.
And it's a third
before we
boss,
go
like
deeper into
it can't be that
'cause
crazy.
that'll
So
help
I think
every
that
other
overall,
aspect
I like it
that
a lot.
comes immediately after.
We can clip
Like
this
just
for when I'm
placing those
complaining
first
about
orbs
this fight
correctly.
on Mythic while we prog, but I could definitely see that happening, but I do like it overall.
The tall boys? What do you mean?
I'm a big hater of like NPC healing fights, so the fact that there's none of
blue- the
those
blue
so
color or the red
far,
color?
don't know about this lady. The fact that there
blue
hasn't
is
been any
on
of those,
blue.
I
So the first one will just be
enjoy.
right here. We're gonna gate and then run over into position.
As opposed to having two of them in
And
the
then
last
melee want to
raid.
be in the center.
It's not a mistweaver thing, it is
So
a
I'll just try
UI
and walk
thing.
us through it.
If they want us to heal NPCs, they need to give us native
Stay in your circle.
UI
Pick a
elements to
color.
handle that.
And then we're gonna bait out the frontal. We just wait for the frontal. Now go. And then melee are also walking towards red. Melee are moving. Range more towards the wall. Okay, melee go hard around. Get the hell out of the way. Melee move. Alright, range pick up the orbs.
You need to make sure you're not stacked when you're dropping orbs.
He be bolting.
Okay, so that we got the webs exactly where we wanted them. Because range, when you pick them up, you create orbs too. See, now there's an orb that melee has
So
to
it's
soak,
not
and we
like
have to-
a
range are gonna
monk
pick up the
issue.
orbs
Or
for the
even a
most.
concept issue.
Sorry.
They just need to give us something to handle it. They just need to give us a
So
unit
that was
frame
kinda
for
exactly
it.
what
Or
I
allow us to
intended.
add it on to Voodoo
the
or
webs are
Cell
right
or
there.
whatever, you know.
That's where we want them to be for the next part of the charge.
Or for like Hira said, like for Anduin, we didn't use revival
But the initial
on.
drop, I think range were a lot on this wall right here.
Is that the
Yeah,
right
kinda where
mechanic?
range on the bosses.
Yeah, it's kind of rough because you do kind of lose a lot of uptime in like the very.
Is that the right
beginning
mechanic?
Of the
We didn't
fight,
use revival on the Anduin
but I don't
Togads,
really think there's a better way to do it than just like.
but it
throwing
wouldn't
'cause
hit them
whenever
anyway.
You put those orbs down in the
Because
first
they're not
place,
party
the rest of the
members.
fight,
I
pretty
think
much
that
have really good
revival,
uptime.
like I think that has mostly
But
been
initially
fixed,
you
but that
kinda
has
have to
been a problem
sacrifice.
in the past. And like for follower dungeons right now, Ancient Teachings I don't think is healing the NPCs, which is really bad. There's a lot of party member limitation type things that Mistweaver has had in the past that has made
I think
NPC
maybe
healing
too,
really
if the
cringe.
boss, if melee.
Did they
pulled
have a dust spell?
the noob guy closer
No,
to
you
red,
just healed him, right?
right after the frontal, then range maybe will be.
What am I thinking
be able
about?
to hit him.
There was a dispel on
But that was pretty
NPCs.
much the idea. I
Oh,
think,
fucking afflicted.
melee
We
were
can't
able
hit
to move
afflicted with
before the
it.
tall guy
That's
jumped, but we
another
definitely
thing.
wanna go around Skull,
That's
like,
another
around
thing. The
towards
whole
wall.
it's gone
We
now,
don't
so it's
wanna
not that
go
big of a deal. But that
directly
was
towards blue,
really
'cause that's
bad.
where ranged are gonna be coming from.
Not being able to heal
I think
those
melee are
with
stacking up the poison shit too. If we
I
can
mean-
spread out a little bit more.
Yeah, the
eh,
trouble is that you
it
have
was
to
like
be
it was
kind
a
of in
blessing and a
position
curse. Like it was
probably a little
nice
early, and you're just gonna be
when
sitting
it was
there
bugged and we could heal them with that,
probably
but
in your cooldowns.
it
which
also
sucks.
stole real party healing and it stole Chikakuns and it stole Shaylins. Like it's stealing the priority healing was bad, but it being able to be healed by Awakened Jadefire and Ancient Teachings was kind of like, nice. I don't know. I much preferred it when we couldn't heal them with our passive stuff, but they gotta stop that shit. Like they need to stop giving us NPCs to heal if they're
You
not gonna
heal
give
those,
us
then wait for
anything
the frontal.
to deal with it.
Gate now.
Lost a ton of people to not soaking.
Get in position for the rain. You want to be range. Want to be more on blue. You cannot be that far away from blue. And then here, ranged pairs would pick up the webs and be in position for the charge. Like while range are like picking up the webs, the melee have to come
Yeah,
back
he's still
around
here.
the opposite side of the boss and pick up the more
Still
the
Windwalker
mutts that will
too.
spawn.
We don't have Dampen Harm anymore. No,
Yeah,
they took Dampen Harm out and they gave us a 2-minute cooldown
Yeah,
on
you
Fort
just
Brew.
basically like
and then
stay
with the
away from the
talent,
away from where the ranged are.
it's like 1:30
They're
or
going to
something.
be shifting
Yeah.
at that moment. They're going to be
Right
shifting
here.
to the
So
middle.
it's
to,
2-minute
like,
base, and
get
then you
out
can
of your
take a
way.
shorter version if you want.
And so you just go around to clean up.
What's happening here? What is that?
I think if you're
Kovu raids, but he
getting
doesn't
a
raid in
one-shot like
Vindy
that,
anymore.
it's the triple
He had
soak.
some scheduling
If you're
issues.
picking up 3 orbs, you just kind of get one shot, or if you didn't soak a thing in the beginning. I think those are the 2 things that'll do it.
I mean, I died pretty early on, and I was in the blue circle when I died.
The initial, yeah, that where a bunch of people died, that was just the fight being shitty coded. It shouldn't be like. I think you just have to be in it sooner rather than later. Because I think there's a period before it actually activates. So it's like if you're lagging coming in, it might just kill you.
Yeah, I think it's just really important. Everybody just like it's more important to be in that than like trying to be cute with your open herbs, and you're just risking us like losing like 4 people at the start. So probably just some weird interaction. Just play it safe.
EU down? I don't know. Is it? No, we have like a couple options, but we don't know for sure yet.
Get in your circle.
We're just testing stuff for now.
Rental is coming up. Go now. Get in position on your markers. Like both colors have to be on the markers right here. Alright, range go to red, melee go around. Hard around the marker. I think range are like having to cut. Okay, this is good. And range want to like move to where the webs are, the web bombs are, because we're going to be picking them up. And then we would move into soak the boss here.
Oh yeah. Is the purple or the blue
So,
and the red hard
one
to
thing
distinguish?
is that, like melee, when you drop on red, you actually have to like you're gonna spend most of your time just like walking all the way around the skull marker. You don't want to beeline to your orb.
This
you
is one of
wanna
the
go,
fights that
like,
actually
way
feels
around.
equally bad for range and for melee. Which is, I feel like, quite rare. Yeah, I was wondering where all that healing was coming from. They should make them different shapes. Why am I Tuttle's POV? What?
The
Dead.
reason we want to do that is we don't want range having to like wrap all the way around from where we dropped in order to
We do with pool.
pick up
Yeah,
orbs,
at the
because
talent.
as we're running, the scarabs spawn and they're gonna be like all the way the hell out and
Caster versus Fist. Well, we're both all the time, so
we want them closer.
that's
so
number
that
one.
They can be
but we are
better
running
controlled.
a combination of like Rising Mist with Yulon for some fights, and then I'm trying just like my Jade Fire stuff with Jade Bond just to see, and it's fun. I don't think it'll be the go-to, but it's fun. Right now, it's looking like Yulon and Rising Mist.
Get in your circle.
I'm gonna not push.
Frontal here. Go now.
I'm not gonna push Bird yet.
In position.
I'm gonna wait.
Red need to be on X. Range, give them room. Melee, go around. Go around melee.
We got 2 of them.
I think that these guys touched tips.
All right. So one problem that they changed is that the boss will jump to different spots. Yeah, that time I think I ran into someone.
Yeah, so if you remember Star Augur, if you were around for that, or more recently Anduin, you cannot touch the opposite color because you will kill each other. We're basically like rotating, like melee is going like this, and range is going like this. And we are rotating around the room opposite to collect each other's orbs. It's actually quite cool. Wouldn't want to plug this.
Hit your circle.
I'm just pushing my buttons because
Range, go.
this fight doesn't last long enough. So we're moving left. The ranged
Yeah,
are going
melee,
to
you're
go
going hard
in,
around.
and then we're gonna go
Range is
around.
going straight to where you are. Range is going straight to where you are. You're going way around. Right the. All right. The web bombs are coming down here. Range is trying to pick them up with someone else.
Oh, I did not see that guy there.
Okay, that was better.
Why is he there though? Maybe he's a web person. Lab, thank you for the 3 months. How's it going?
So after the second frontal there, like melee, we're kind of around this spot.
Oh, it's him.
You
It's okay.
want to start heading back.
Yeah,
along
this
the wall,
may actually be a fight that's
because
more
there's
annoying
going to
for
be the web
casters.
bombs that range pick up.
A lot of
and
moving.
Melee has to soak the motes from those. So that's your next destination.
I'm good. I got a free pizza today, so we're chilling. I missed a lot of the sick man testing because I got stuck in purgatory loading screen, but we're back. I got Domino's with the Parmesan sauce, bacon, chicken, and the jalapenos.
I think we were doing perfectly fine. Like we had like what two webs there, and that's pretty much the first phase. You just got to do that twice.
I think Domino's for people is hit or miss.
So same
I
thing
like
as
it,
before. I think we were getting somewhere.
but I know that it is. It's not my first pizza choice, but of all the chains, I think that's my favorite.
Okay, wait for the frontal. Go now. Get in position for the rain. Melee, make sure to come over. Alright, ranger going straight to where melee are. Melee, go out of the way.
Where's my justice?
Alright, after this frontal is the web bombs. So rangers are going to pick them up with someone. And melee, you're going to start wrapping around the wall. So we need
Where's
to
bursting?
get
I can't
these.
dispel him.
almost. Just like that, though. Yeah, melee are good coming over there because this is
see.
where the moats are going to be.
Yeah, it's just.
I think we can.
I think
go
if your
ahead and,
expectations are good, then the
make
pizza will be
pairings,
good.
'cause that'll help a lot with getting through that.
Yeah, when he hits the wall and you don't catch him, it's just dead.
I was under the impression that Poison Bolt from the second boss was the one that would just target random people, regardless if a tank's on it or not. But
Maybe not, because I think when we had the tank on it, it was maybe fine. And then that time, Magistus had died. So I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start marking range that. Pretty much we have to use. I think all of our ranged. I think the healers can do it too, which I'll be doing it too. But it's gonna be.
Damage buff, please.
Bro, who?
Okay, if you have a marker over your head, you're gonna be on webs. So just look for someone else with a marker and try and pair up with them. And it hits hard. Like if you have defensives and everything you got is to live through the web damage because you're gonna be taking a shitload. And if you die, it's game over. So
Oh, I mean.
I'm ready to.
Yeah, if I want like a real pizza, I would almost just rather make it at home.
Okay. Alright, melee go around.
Oh, no. Okay, I guess only two
I'm
then.
just gonna do a
Unless
flank
they
one.
have an
Alright,
absolutely
good.
massive
And then web bombs
hitbox.
after.
Yeah, I have Zempos.
Okay. That one was from the start. I know we also had an extra. Someone got hit by the impale, and it spawned an orb, and I think that just cascaded into extra deaths. We just got to make sure to not get hit by the frontals because they just cause a lot of issues like that.
For me, it did 5 on sick grand.
Yeah, was it Slizzed? I think you
With
were right.
20%
I'm gonna just
overheal.
do like. So only do. So I'll trigger one, Slizzed, you trigger one.
6.
I guess we just pair up.
6.
Okay, me and Walla. Maina
5.
with Malenko, and then Slizzed and emailed.
And then that was a different build, but 4. Just a decent amount.
That? Okay, so Slizzed will trigger, I'll trigger, and then you can trigger.
Wow.
And then just look at your partner and their marker. All right, frontal right here. Go.
Oh, shit.
Magistus is out for the fight. It's fine. Get in position. I'll just play. All right.
2 scarabs on me.
The scarabs are CCable, by the way.
Yeah. You
Alert.
can drop down, you know, slows and stuns and stuff like that.
Okay,
I should do,
before
actually.
before we focus on the charge, I think we should actually figure out this.
I wonder if I can.
I think they do just cause a lot of issues if they run free.
You can pair them too.
I can take my slow stuff.
Well, I mean,
know-
the dots are gonna break it out immediately.
Yeah, I know. I watched when I watched some other testing, they tried like just CCing them, and they just always get broken because they're in such close proximity.
But you can't really kill them because they have a DR at the start, so and eventually they just become impossible to CC. But
I think we should just try to see if we can manage to. I think before do anything, just see if we can group them up and give them to melee.
This is a spicy boss, yeah. I like it though, I think.
As a concept, you know, like if we.
I
Can
might
manage
eat
to
my
do
words
that,
when
like,
it comes to prog,
yeah,
but I
because
do like it.
We do have Magistus on our
And
side.
Corn, thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate it.
So, I feel like if range, like if we stack up like after the poison rain or the venom rain, we'll spawn them pretty much immediately after, and then we can move away from them, and then Magistus can take aggro of them or the fixate. Alright, range, get ready for the rain.
I don't know where people are just
Melee, get
randomly
on X.
dying.
And as soon as the rain ends, melee or ranged are gonna stack up together. So range stack up together after this. Let's be really close together. We want to get the swarm together.
I tried. They're slow. I don't know if I know enough about all the different types of pizza to have a favorite. I don't think I've had all of them. I tend to prefer more like thicker crust rather than thin crust. But also, if I want thin crust, I'll just get a flatbread, and that's different than pizza.
Okay, definitely not
Different vibe.
not good enough.
Thick crust is your nickname in high school, yeah?
Because like as we were running, like we were running like right around here, and they spawn like very much in the middle, and then they're just like the farthest away from anyone that could.
I don't
like,
know
we
what
have-
Detroit
we
style
don't
is
really have,
either.
like a Gorfian's grass or anything, so it's kind of tough to control them.
Oh,
that
it's
way.
like the square pizza.
I feel like we don't do anything. Like we don't move very far at all until we have them clumped up very hard. So if we can't control them, then nothing else matters.
A working week or for keys? Like the timer? Or
Those seem like they don't really proximity pull.
I think that all of the timers will probably be broken right now. I think Relos is broken, and that's one that I use. I would give him a couple days.
Probably mine too. The 2 is a humanoid.
Yeah.
Mine 2 doesn't work in instances anymore.
Oh, what?
Frontal gate. Maybe they're just gonna be.
Is
Next
that
door,
true?
So don't get 2 stacks.
Mine too doesn't work in instances anymore.
Go melee. Our range stack up. think here we would want to hold because we don't want the scarabs all the way out here. We need them a lot closer to.
If you just get rid of the add-ons for it, then it should just go back to default.
Well, that time right there, we had someone in range get hit by the frontal, and then it spawns an extra orb that, like, you'd have to go kill yourself to go soak because, like, he's still there. So that one just blows up, and then anybody who gets 2 is gonna automatically get 3. Well, because like if no one eats an orb, yeah, I mean that could be it. But we kind of need to eat the orbs no matter what anyway.
It's also possible some of the people that lived didn't soak, so if like a couple went off, they were only at 2. They didn't reach 3, so they're still alive. I mean,
Yeah.
At different scenarios that could happen.
But same plan. Like when range drops the Venom Rain over here on blue, we don't want to rush to soak right away. We basically need to hold and get the ads to spawn, like closer to where melee is going to be. And then melee need to be like tighter on X, like much closer to where ranged are. Gate. In position, range to be much closer to where we are. Range give them more room. Right, range hold, like stack up, stack up. We do not want to be moving yet.
Ditch.
I think that was a little better. I think we had one scarab spawn like on the edge, and it kind of got knocked away, which is definitely bad. We want to like put them to melee. We don't give them to melee because melee is gonna hold them for us.
Oh, my dialogue is on.
Okay. In position. Right, range just hold. Just hold. Just do a move. Just do a move. Just hold. All right. You need to push the scarabs to melee. Yeah. All right. Web bombs after this. Try and pick one up with a partner. Yep. And then if you got one, move to the center. All right. That was it. That's what
I
that's
like
all I
English.
see.
Irish breakfast. I like English breakfast. I don't think I know what Irish breakfast is, actually. Earl Grey is good too. Kind of
Yeah, we
depends.
need to be a bit faster with soaking the orbs. It's having some people die because of that.
Yorkshire tea.
You have to soak orbs unless if you don't have 2 stacks in those orbs, you have to soak.
No, I don't think so. Proper black tea is what it says on the box.
I think we.
I don't think I've had
definitely
that.
want to put the orbs like, because I think right now we're putting them like right here, the orange ones at least. And I want them to be like more in the middle. Like basically, like the both groups are gonna be like right next to each other. Because that way like after because what's gonna happen is that the range group has to basically sit there and do nothing while the bugs we're waiting for the scarabs to spawn. And so the more we have to run around to pick up all of the orange orbs, the harder it's going to be to gather them all.
It is, yeah. Oh, and I made a matcha latte with a salted foam, like salted cold foam. That was really good.
Okay, now. Alright, range against the wall. Melee need to be more in center. And hold for the bugs. Hold for the scarabs. Okay.
We missed some red ones again.
That was purple expiring, I think, right? Because if
red.
Yeah, if blue side dies, then it's melee group that needs to make sure they're clearing them.
A bunch of
I don't want to see that.
ranged died.
Yeah, cold foam's really good. Oh damn! Wait, I didn't realize that Stream
Do you think
Elements
that
was
like for guys in the melee group, like the orange group, do you think you picked up all the purple orbs?
It looked like it.
I think
Technical
it's the other
difficulties.
way around though. Like fire if a fire orb goes off, it kills people on the blue team.
Oh, okay. You think okay.
So and
Stream
I think
Elements, I didn't realize it's
I
still a
get what
mod.
you're trying to do, and maybe
Oops.
with a more organized setup on live, it's possible. But I think us waiting to spawn those scarabs, it's making our like time to be successful at soaking that much harder.
Thank you, Toxic.
I think that might just be like, we didn't see someone in the boss. It might just be a positioning thing.
I think I noticed.
Go ahead.
I didn't notice that pull that like with that timing we were doing as we were kind of running in to actually do the soak. The boss is casting frontal, so if there's orbs under the boss, we can't really soak them. Or at least the timing is very sketchy.
More fun doing new dungeons or Mythic Plus, or new raids or Mythic Plus.
We might
Probably keys.
right
I
then
feel like
before
keys
that.
allow for more creativity. Whereas once raid stuff's figured out, it kind of
Do you
stays
think
that
we
way.
can have like more melee, like towards this
Better than
side?
last time? Yeah, last
'Cause I
time
know
was really laggy.
The melee are more spread out.
So this is the fight is not better. I think it's a cool fight, but it's really crazy. And there's a lot of pass fail mechanics, kind of like Tendril.
Yeah, I think that's like.
But the lag's better.
You have to get in real tight, and then because like range shouldn't be
There was a lot
running,
of
like, directly
world first
into-
players the first
into
time we
the-
saw this
to the
that were
melee
saying
right
that this
after.
may be worse than Tendril.
We should just be holding.
If you remember
but that way
Anduin,
we don't have
you
to
had the
respawn.
two different bomb colors. You had purple and yellow. This is kind of the same thing, and if you touch each other, you just die. But what you'll see us do is we split melee and range to different groups. I'm melee, so I'm on the fat guy. ranger on the skinny guy. And the mechanic will happen and we will drop an orb. And the opposite color has to go and pick up your orb. So we have to like rotate around the room. I think it's very unique. I think it is an interesting mechanic. But I think that it's going to be hard for a lot of groups. Alright, so we're going to run over and we're going to drop our orbs here after this poison. Orbs are on the ground. We're running around and the ranger running in. And then we have to go pick up their orbs, otherwise they die. And they have to pick up our orbs, otherwise we die. And then you have people grabbing, you know, the spider webs. That's the same as it was before. You have to have the groups grab the webs, and then they have to go and make the little stop for the boss. And then if not, you just die. So people are dying 3 seconds in, I think, because they're either getting hit by a frontal on the left side, or they're not getting in the circle and they're dying because they're not getting a buff applied. It's a couple of different things, I think, possibly. No, we haven't been able to stop him yet.
I do see what you mean now, though, because there were like fire orbs that were like way over here, and that's too far.
This is mythic.
Yeah, you definitely like melee should be just in the center, and ranged are just on the edge, the outer ring, just holding. Because when we spawn them, like we're gonna move up to.
Yeah, realistically, I don't know
we're not gonna
how
move into melee
much
space
we're
and
gonna
really
learn.
have time to get out of the way, because we need.
But
to,
it's still
we
fun.
Need to get those scarabs closer.
Big Tendril vibes, where you wipe like less than 30 seconds in, and you're like, ah, okay, go again.
And I think like maybe we could somehow YOLO it, but if they're fixating on like one of our range soaks, they're just taking so much damage that they're just gonna die. Because you just take increased damage from the scarabs, and they melee you. I think the only way we're gonna get a better spread is if we're just like not hitting the boss for longer.
Yeah, so like if you're not in this circle, you won't get a buff and you'll just die.
Okay. In position. Range need to be way closer to the wall. All right, bunch up for the scarabs. Okay, soak orbs.
Range go for webs now.
Oh, the turtle broke the web. That's rough. That was really good though. That was really good.
Close.
Somehow we're alive.
Yeah, these bugs are. I don't know if they add anything, you know.
Yeah, but no, that was.
I don't know if
like,
they add anything to the
exactly
fight.
What we need to do. I mean, we got unlucky because the.
I think it would be a
frontal
really
got-
cool
kinda got,
fight.
We
If
got
they
a
took
bad
those
angle on
away
the
still.
frontal towards where range was, and that kind of splits us apart. Ideally at that point, ranged is like dead in the center, pre-positioned for it, so that when it does happen, we can just shift to the side and have a nicer spread of or nicer clump of the webs.
I kind of like it. I like it way more than I thought I would. Are you guys excited for launch? I
Yeah,
can't believe
so
we're getting a
the-
new expansion
Like
already.
Chris was saying, so like when
I
range
feel
on
so
your
early.
webs,
I know we've been in
like when we get
Dragonflight
to
for
that
2
point where, like,
years, but
we're getting the lines and getting ready to stop the charge. The melee group has to be already coming back to pick up the orbs that are left behind by us.
it's certainly not ready. I kind of hope they delay it a little bit, but
I think that was good. I think range could be more closer to the wall, like more tighter on blue.
During one of the interviews in Alpha, they said that if we like the Fated seasons, they'll keep doing them, and I'm like, who likes them? though. Don't keep doing them, please. No, they're not gonna delay it, but I wish they would.
Gate. Get ready to get in position. All right, bunch up, range bunch up. Wait for the spawn. Okay, go. It's gonna be frontal. It's gonna be web bombs. So try and find your partner. Any partner, and just go. All right, that's better. We got 2 webs.
2.
Almost. Was that 3 webs?
No,
Was
we
only
had
2
a
there?
third and someone died.
Okay, but that's good. That was closer. I think we kind of got screwed with the
No, they
angle of
don't.
that second
They
file
might
there.
damage, but you can get like 2 of them. But if you don't pick them up, then
Boss was
they
kind of
die.
in a weird position compared to the previous couple pulls.
Yeah.
and
I don't want.
I was
Yeah,
in a
like
bad
Faded was
spot,
kind
so
of
they
alright
ran
the
over me
first
with the
time, but
opposite
I do
color.
not want Faded to be a regular thing. Is it supposed to hit that hard? On that last one, no, you're supposed to like grab him. You're supposed to catch him with
I think we're
3
making
sets of
insane progress
webs.
for a little
Is the boss gonna respawn?
testing group.
But we've only been able to get 2. But he's not supposed to hit the wall, which is why there's so much damage happening.
On the web topic earlier, those are really important. There's only 2 people in a web, and you only hit 1 web, because every instance of web damage on anyone in the web spawns an orb. So if there's like 3 people in a web, it'll spawn 3 orbs instead of 2. Or if you double hit a web because they're like stacked, it'll spawn 4 orbs if there's 2 of you.
Yeah, make sure if you're not a partner, if you're not marked, just avoid them if you can. Get ready to gate. And position. All right, range bunch up. Wait for the spawn. Just wait, just wait. Okay, go. All right, range be here for the webs. Okay, good. Find a partner. Wallet, come here. So turtle definitely breaks it. Malenko? Is it Malenko?
That counts as a snare? No, like
think
his
Turtle-
mechanic. So
Turtle's
people,
been
there's
breaking it every
set
time. I
set
don't know if
groups
you have a
that are
different
walking
defensive
into
keys there.
these web bomb things, and it makes a tether between you. So the players have to like stretch that tether across his charge beam, and if there's 3 of them, it will prevent him from hitting the wall. But so far, I think our best is 2.
Is there any way we can make
There's
the
like
noob's
assigned special assignments,
positioning a little more like static or consistent?
kind of
Do we
like Seed
know,
players were in Farok.
if he's like moving between different tanks, or is that just a natural take swap that happens? Okay.
Someone for the skirt picture, someone said a high rise in sport mode, low rise in casual mode. Sport mode, let's go. I was having issues on a very similar texture on the first boss, Olgrax or whatever, this guy. I was having a really hard time seeing the gray webs on the floor. They do not stand out at all. I got well, and then it splashes, so I'm like, I don't even know if I got it or if someone near me got it. Like I thought I was safe, but maybe I wasn't. But maybe the person next to me wasn't, but I was, and it was just very hard to kind of tell like where it was actually going wrong.
Like as much in the center as you can be melee. Alright, wait for bugs. I did the bugs. web bombs. Get a partner. Okay. Melee, you're coming. Melee, you have to go around. You can't be coming through the center there.
Oh, that was supposed to be for chicken. Yeah. Thank you, Lav. I appreciate it. I got another skirt too, but I don't know what
So
shirt
yeah,
to
when
wear
we
with
do
it
that
yet.
movement with a
It's kind of like a medium denim blue color. It isn't denim, but it's kind of that color.
yeah, I think like doing
And it's like
the
knee length.
doing static
And
pairs
that
would
one's
be
high waisted.
would
So
be
I think
better,
like
but
a
like in the
sweater
chaos
or
of it, it's
something.
hard to find.
Talents, yeah.
Can be hard to find someone who
Rising
you'd
Sun
like to
Kick
pair
is
with, so I
for
would just go with
the
the closest
uh,
marker.
Rising Mist, the extension on the hots, and then
There's
I'm
someone
using
sitting, like, right
Vivify.
next to you. Doesn't make sense to try and run
But
half
I'm
that
not
close to them.
necessarily using
just go to
Vivify
the
for the
closest
cleaves that
web
it does,
with
but I'm
someone
using
with a
it to
marker.
proc the Zen Pulse, which
And then
is
also with
doing
the
a decent amount of the healing, you see.
the melee group,
And then
like
actually
after
Gust of Mist
we
is doing a lot.
after that second frontal,
I've also
where,
got
like, the web
Ancient
bombs
Teachings
come
on.
down and range is
So there's a
starting to
lot of
pick up,
passive things happening
like
when
you
I'm
have to be ready
doing
to come
my DPS
around and pick
rotation
it,
and
but you have to
extending the
be out
Renewing
of the center
Mist,
because that's
and
where
then
we're going.
using
Like you
the
gotta
Renewing
go
Mist
around the
that procs my
backside.
Zen Pulse into the Vivify.
Because all rangers are going to be going to the center.
So it's kind of everything all at once.
And all range. So like even if you don't have a web partner, you have to get out of melee's way because they're coming, or they should be. Okay.
Like right now, Zen Pulse is active, so I can use it, but there's not
Against
really
the wall.
damage happening.
Like fill the space if you can. Okay. Bunch up for bugs. Bunch up, bunch up, bunch up. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, pick up, soak your orbs. All right, the web bombs are coming. Find a partner. Find a partner. All right, melee, go around the backside. Going against the wall. You're going against the wall here. Oh my god, we
Oh my
fucking
god,
did
we
it.
did
We're
it!
so insane. Holy shit.
Now what?
You gotta go soak up stuff now, right?
Yeah, it's because
It's
like
over.
I think
But we did it.
the orbs
I don't
that
see
the
any
range
orbs to
spawn
soak.
from soaking the webs. We
Ah.
needed to soak those.
Let's
That was
go.
very nice. We're so good.
So when do we phase into?
Dude, like
playstyle?
You have to do
2
that
minutes.
whole thing.
Yeah, you have to do that
one
twice.
time more, and then
Twice?
second phase.
It's
Oh.
it's essentially that same movement. So it's like you do the venom rain, you rotate, and then you like when the bugs spawn, you have
I don't
to
know.
like
I think
group
it's
them
gonna
with
be a cool fight, and
give
maybe
them to the
I'm
melee,
overdosing on
and then you
Copium,
do
but I
and then
think
you
it's gonna
do
be
another,
neat.
another charge.
GG's,
like
our
another web
timer's
spin charge.
out.
It's
But we
basically
got
that,
it.
that just
We got it
twice,
once.
and in a slightly different way.
This boss is fucking nuts.
This is a
Dude, we
crazy
did it.
boss.
Like we did that first one. Like no way another testing group just did that.
Overdosing.
Okay, we're better than Liquid Man.
We're better. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you for trying.
We're about to get yoinked out of here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was fun. Hopefully we get another last minute testing.
I'm gonna die. That's cool. It was nice to be able to play mistweaver a bit, because I had done most of my testing as Windwalker. I am not mad about that build at all, actually. That was quite fun. Hey, Emilsia, how's it going? Haven't logged on to pre-patch and you have to delete all your talent loadouts? Yeah. I went through all of my old characters yesterday, learning all of just the shit that they had in their banks. It was a lot. But it's great because as a kid, I was a hoarder. I still am. And I had a bunch of like white cloth items on a paladin and they just sat there and they were soulbind, but you can't get them anymore. It was from like the old gnome starting zone before they did it, before they made it like the kind of gross Nomergon thing it is now. It was from the old starting zone for that, or the dwarf one. It was the same one. But they took away those mobs after Kato and they reworked it so the stuff didn't drop anymore. So it was just sitting in my bank, but now we have it. I knew that holding on to that random white robe that I don't even really like the look of for 20 years was a good idea. Thank you. I just got it done not too long ago. I haven't had it for very long. Big fan though. No, yeah, we can not take it if we don't want to. I just I have an issue with, like, obviously these are good, but it's such a big point investment. And I know that they don't want us to have all of this and Secret Invasion and Invokers and Legacy, but I feel like these could maybe even be one. Or like this could be baked into Jadefire. I don't know. They could cut down on this a little bit, I think, to make it a little bit more accessible or easy to get. That too. That was cringe. That was annoying. I don't know why they do that. I guess for raid. That's stupid. It's 2 people. It's still a 20-man party. Yeah, if you don't want to take it, you don't have to. I don't think that there's any like insane single target debuffs. Like there's no Goliath Thorns, right? So I don't know if you need it, but it might be a little weird without it, just because we've had it forever. They can just get rid of this. And Dance of Chi-Ji, I don't think is... Oh, well, we have a higher proc right now, because we have Windwalker proc rate, but I still feel like it's kind of meh for a capstone. I feel like that could go mid-tier somewhere, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with our tree, but there's a couple things where it's like, that could get trimmed a little bit. I think they can just delete Yulon's Whisper. Like, I don't... There's nothing. 2,000? I have so much health. I have 4 million HP. Yeah, I think that they could bake some of the stuff into the base ability or just combine the Awakened Jadefire and Ancient Concordance. There's definitely stuff that they could do. I just don't know if they will. Incarna's a 5-point talent. I thought they got rid of all of the 5-pointers. I think Druid has a lot of issues with their tree in general. I guess that's what happens when you have 4 specs, but... Aya's doing some, I don't know if you guys saw, but on Twitter, Aya and I were trying to start, like, fake beef. She tweeted at me, she was like, honestly, how dare you? I told her to grow up. I was in her chat before that, and we were talking about how she said that she doesn't really have friends to play WoW with anymore, because they've either quit or they're, like Max has, you know, the guild and everything. And she was like, not that, you know, Meg isn't my friend. And she's like, I don't want people thinking we have beef. And I'm like, well, we should fight about it on Twitter. So we tried to start it, but it didn't really take off. But I want to raid her because I'm gonna end stream. And we need to like the lore behind the beef was that like I said that Monk was better than DK. I want to make like a raid copy pasta. Is there like a warning? Yeah. Can we? Yeah. Can we do like can we do that? Is that cringe? I don't want I want it to be obvious that it's not like a legitimate a legitimate angry message. All right. I will be back probably not until Tuesday when the pre-patch event starts. Tuesday, yeah. Do we think it's gonna come up on time on Tuesday? Probably not. Will I be here anyway? Yeah. Worst case, we can play some other games while we wait. Oh, she has follower only chat on. You guys better be following her. Alright, I will see you guys later. Dude, I saw 2v8 on DVD. That was crazy.